I think I heard something, but we just gonna go ahead. Nothing's perfect. I think I heard Robert's jacket. I think I heard something.
I like Robert's
Sounded
jacket.
like somebody walking in the grass.
Yep.
That's the jacket you show up at Ryan's with your crew on Sunday after church.
Everybody got different kind of jackets, bro.
R.I.P. to Ryan's.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I rode past there the other day.
I heard they was gone. I heard there's seafood over there now.
Ryan's been gone.
That's just
They did?
Been gone.
That's we.
I miss them. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been in a long time. I'm trying to get my life together.
For people who don't know, it was a
like everybody in Kansas and shit.
right. It's all right. It was a buffet restaurant.
What do black people do? When black people are from an area, they usually talk about the food so we can familiarize ourselves with each other.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we from out of town or some shit and we run into some niggas that we know, we be like, or some people from Kansas City, we be like, you from Kansas City? They be like, yeah, I'm from Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
The gates is fire. We be like, what gates you went to? They start naming some old ones. You be like, damn, yeah, they burnt that one down.
Yeah.
Gates is usually a Kansas City conversation.
Yeah, you can kind of tell if a motherfucker faking. Like, if you try to go in deep down on the locations and on direction, it's more than one Gates. This nigga's an imposter.
Whoa.
Fuck you here for, nigga.
Who sent you? You been watching me?
This nigga got a spot.
Black people are the worst because even if we not from a place, but if we visit the place at least once, we try to school other people on what places to go to when you go out of town.
Yes, we
do. They be like, somebody be like, yeah, I'm going to Miami. You going to Miami? Shit, you gotta try. They be like, you been one time, bro.
One time.
And that one time was good as hell. And that's exactly what I'm telling you. You need to try. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I went to Atlanta and this nigga I just randomly ran into this dude at Old Navy. Like,
damn.
Me and my homie Boogie, shout out to Boogie. We was at the store and we just walking around trying to figure out what to do in Atlanta. He new to Atlanta, so he don't know everything about Atlanta. And this dude is turning around. He just like, oh, y'all from out of town?
Yeah.
And my homeboy like, nah, yeah, I'm from out of town, but I live here. He was like, and I was like, yeah, I'm from out of town, I'm just on vacation.
Yeah.
He was like, man, what's your number? And I was like,
I'll take you niggas around.
I was like, did you know what you hear about Atlanta? I'm looking like, I can't just get this nigga my number.
I'm not giving you my number. You ain't work for it.
Right. I don't know if I just don't give you my number. Nigga, you ain't gonna take me. You ain't gonna show me around this motherfucker.
Buy me a drink or something.
Yeah, some shit in Old Navy, bro.
Tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, nigga, you know, right there my number. He like, nah. I got a list of all the places you got to try out.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like he bullshitting because you know when some people put in your list, it's like a top 5 list or whatever. Right? No, this nigga sent me a whole reference list, bro. Like I had to scroll just like that on my phone to see this shit. And you know what's
ratings and everything.
Bro, ratings and everything.
Wow.
Like he had fire emojis.
He was
by
gay.
him.
He was gay.
But he had
definitely
fire,
gay.
bro. He had fire emojis by him, and he had like what kind of mood you was in. It was like if you in this type of mood, you want to try this place.
Do you
lounges and shit?
Damn.
Do you still have this feller's?
I still got the list, man.
Well, I was asking because if he went other places and he's that organized, and he's pretty. He sounds to be pretty.
I would have hung out with the nigga.
I
Nigga know the city.
want to know more. Where else have you been? What do you recommend here?
Exactly.
I want to know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know his
I
name.
mean, he could have asked for your social media, which is what most people.
I did add him on social media.
Yeah,
now I gotta find it.
You gotta line your travel up with his.
Yeah.
Like, where you going next, nigga?
Most
fuck around, show up.
most people don't ask for the number. They be like, "Are you on Facebook?" Or they be like, "You on Instagram? Are you on this? Are you on that?" So that way you can link up.
Yeah.
The phone number was kind of deep, but I like what he did there. I want to know more.
Yeah, it was a whole list. And, I mean, he didn't bother me the whole time I was there or nothing. He just sent that list and he was pimped out.
Oh, so he a good Samaritan.
Yeah, like he was looking out for it.
Yeah, I was about to say, if he tricked you, like, send you that list just to get your number, and then all of a sudden you get, like, a pick later on, like, that would have been fucked. That would have sounded like Atlanta, but this sounded like a good brother.
Yeah.
Or if you went to one of these locations and got beat the fuck up, then
But you know
that
what?
would have been different too.
Every time before I go out of town, I'm already looking up places that I want to try.
Mm-hmm.
So like when it was on the list, I was really looking like the fire emojis, like how many fire emojis you put by this one. I'm looking at my phone and like, all right, this nigga got this fire. We gotta go to this one. This on my list and this got 5 fires.
Yeah. Okay.
So we went down there to the NFL Hall of Fame or College Hall of Fame or something.
Oh,
like
damn.
that. Or NBA. It was something crazy. Like I kicked the football and everything. Like,
Look at too.
Did you hit it? Did you make that motherfucker?
Horrible, bro. On TV, that shit look like it's easy. Like we always be like, this nigga missed another field goal.
I never did.
But
I would make it.
Yeah.
You know why field goal kicking is hard? I grew up when everybody used to fucking play football and you get the tee with it. Like, man, I bought a football for my nephew recently. It didn't have no tee. Back then, it was standard.
Yeah. It came with the tee.
You never seen a nigga continuously kick. You might kick off that motherfucker one day.
Nigga,
nobody wanted to be the kicker.
No, bro, you never see the tee no more, bro. The nigga, you didn't have no kicking. After that, it was like, nigga, you scored or you didn't fucking score.
Exactly.
There wasn't no kickers in the hood.
We automatically get 7. We don't go 6.
We'll punt that motherfucker, though. We'll punt. But we always hit a card. They never fail. We hit a card.
Niggas can't kick or punt in the hood.
Nigga, not a.
You ain't never grew up with a motherfucker that was cold at kicking.
Never, bro. I never. It was always one. It was always one. But
I wonder why that is.
He never stayed in the hood. He was like on the outskirts.
Like
He grew up kicking the ball.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know nothing about this nigga. This nigga come over to the house and shit in the hood. Mm-hmm. We all throwing the ball. And this nigga like, all right, I'm gonna be the designated punter. The punter? The fuck is a punter, nigga?
I want to be the kicker. You start looking at that nigga like,
nigga, why?
This nigga moved to Atlanta when he 18. I don't know about this nigga.
Nobody like kicking?
Yeah, I mean, we making light of it now, but like, dude, when you would go get your football equipment, nobody wanted to be the kicker. You don't see many black kickers in the NFL, like if any.
I was gonna say if it's football. Remember when you used to play with them those balls, the red ones, the ones you played dodgeball with, the one you fuck people up with.
Yeah.
Remember when you used to catch that bitch and be like cherry bomb and then you kick down?
Hell yeah!
Like,
I was a cherry bomb person, but that was only during kickball. That was only doing kickball.
Y'all gotta explain to me what the cherry bomb is. I don't even know.
Then you knew kickers. Go ahead, show.
All right, this is
what we used to do.
This is what we used to do. All right.
Okay.
So it was my turn to come up. Right. You the pitcher. It's my turn to come up. Right.
Okay.
All right. Me. Fast and bouncy. Nah. Do it over again. Nah. Fast and bouncy.
You the only one who always got a problem. You the only one who always got a problem.
You always doing this.
Hey,
fast and bouncy.
Hey, he gonna try to. That's because he gonna try to kick it out of like.
No,
I know
I'm
what
not.
the fuck he trying
Fast
to
and
do.
bouncy. All right.
Hey, go back, y'all. Go back. You remember that?
See, there you go again, fucking up. You know what?
This
you know what?
This that shit.
Know what? Fuck
shit.
it.
Nah.
Cherry bomb. Cherry bomb.
No,
I can't.
Everybody get back. Get back. Get back.
Cherry bomb.
Get back.
Everybody go back.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
No. Bitches. Home run.
He always doing that. Always doing that.
It's always that fast kid. It's always the back.
That was what a cherry bomb is.
That's what
So the cherry bomb is the person.
The cherry bomb is you get.
Not like a free kick.
No, it's not a free kick. You get to hold the
You
ball.
get to hold the ball
Wow.
and kick it.
Yeah.
So what rules surrounded the cherry bomb? You didn't like the pitches?
You couldn't do the cherry bomb.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, you
the
couldn't.
rules.
So niggas made that shit up.
Yeah,
we made that shit up.
It was like if you was that nigga, everybody knew the nigga that did the cherry bombs. He was always a bad one, or he always was like the really good kicker. He always could like maneuver a way around the cherry bomb.
But the shit kind of had an Uno feel because you had to say cherry bomb before you did it. Because if you didn't, shit don't count.
That's why when she did
Dude,
the
you
slow
can't
bouncing,
play. Man,
she got to fuck up first.
Hey, we didn't play. You could call how you get it though. Like you know, what I mean, you just have to take it how you got it.
A bad pitch.
Yeah.
You see how I was giving the good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he was acting like they
Yeah,
wasn't.
so
You know
I was
what I
acting
mean?
like
And y'all neighborhood was better. We couldn't call them. We just had to take them out.
Yeah,
I mean, we didn't have to kick at them.
You said Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gonna take this pitch?
Y'all was on some other shit. We was playing it by the book. Them niggas over
Don't
there
kick
talking
this next ball and see what happened to your ass.
Listen, hey. I would have been like, I want an house.
Nigga, cherry bomb.
Niggas scared to leave. We had to play all night until our mama came and got us.
I would have been like, I want an house, y'all. This shit too stressful. Shit. This game too stressful.
They like old niggas out there playing cherry bomb in a hood.
Bro, hey, I grew up before we left the house. We had to tell somebody a certain time to come get us so we could leave with our ball.
Damn.
Because the niggas wasn't gonna let us leave with the ball.
Oh, you talking about while you was out playing?
Yeah.
Damn.
I had to tell my stepdaddy, like, come to the park like 4 o'clock and tell me I gotta leave and take my ball.
Hey, you couldn't leave your ball there, bro.
Nah, that motherfucker gonna be there.
They gonna be there, bro.
Well, I'm gonna leave it up here, little dog.
No, it's always that white boy that used to come and he bring that good ball and shit. and then his dad come pick him up. We be like, can we just keep it? Can we just play with it a little bit longer? He be like, yeah, sure. Just bring it to school tomorrow. Bring that.
Nigga, we don't even go to this school. Nigga, my mama getting her hair braided next door.
My cousin stay here, nigga. We're going back to the hood.
Nigga think we go to school here.
Oh my God.
We be at the school. We be at the school like, nigga, this is sign ball too, bro. Yeah, some white dude came out there named Carl.
Oh my God.
We used to steal shit and put our name on it. Like when they come back, like they gonna believe it's ours.
Nigga,
we wrote on that
all
shit.
the initials on there, bro. Like it's really ours, bro.
Horrible.
And
boy, give me that nigga's ball.
On the white part too, bro. Like some motherfuckers can see it. Like nigga, this is Charles's ball. Don't steal my shit. Nigga, you stole this, Charles.
This is not your ball. What the fuck? Oh my God.
That white boy come back and looking for that ball. You guys had it last time. Y'all remember that nigga bringing a ball here? They was like, nah, this nigga ain't never seen this nigga before. That nigga ball be gone, dude. Niggas don't play. Yo, niggas be knowing he be coming. They be like, hey, don't bring that one ball. That nigga gonna try to take it back.
It used to be the most embarrassing shit ever to come with somebody to get your ball. You can't look at nobody. You know what I mean? You gotta stay behind them and don't say nothing. You know what I mean? It was like snitching before snitching was out. Nigga, you told that I took your ball, nigga?
No, that was black people.
This nigga's a snitch.
That was black people.
You got your mama down here, bro. Your mama had to come and get the ball. You ain't gonna never hear the end of that shit, bro.
Nah,
nigga. He last. Pick him last. His mom gonna come down here and try to stop the game.
Bro, it was 8 years ago. Nigga, I live alone now.
I don't give a fuck, bro. His mom gonna come down to get it again. Yo, you know black people, they'll tell a story that other people don't know that wasn't around.
Yeah.
Nigga, they love to tell that story. And this nigga over here, let me tell you about this nigga. So one time we was out there at the game, right? This nigga brought his ball out here. Shit. We love to tell that shit. We be like, y'all don't know this nigga Ron? This nigga right here. Yo, I know this nigga. I've been growing this nigga forever, so I can talk about this nigga.
That's how you know it's going to be good when they say that. I can talk about that nigga. Y'all can't say this type of shit, but listen to this. Ooh, shit, let me get a beer.
Right.
Shit about to be good.
Oh, shit, that's my brother. My brother Chance, bro, he can't wait to tell somebody about some shit. He be like, and when we was little, you remember that time we had ridden that train on that girl? I'm like, bro, this is in front of the church, bro. Like, I just invited you to this motherfucker. Yeah. Man. We having dinner, bro. What is you doing?
It's important to be
like,
that
saved
person.
Now.
Everyone, all of us are guilty of doing it. Yeah. I know I have.
What, dry snitching?
No, tell the embarrassing stories, yeah.
You embarrassing? About your friends?
Yeah, fuck, family, everybody.
Damn.
I have no issue with that.
Damn. I be trying to keep that shit in the family.
No. Somebody gotta tell it. Somebody, especially if it's funny. Man, especially if that shit is funny.
Man, they got to be a little close, though. Not just random people if it's really embarrassing, but yeah because, we fall out about them stories.
Because this is the problem, because in the family, that shit funny.
Yeah.
I can take that shit, but when they get outside the family, then it's kind of like, nigga, you on some other shit.
Yeah.
Like, you trying to embarrass me.
like, hold on, nigga. She didn't need to know that, nigga. Right. I don't know her.
Right, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah, I kind of feel that same way.
I can't do that shit around people I don't know. I be trying not to bring my brothers and them up.
Especially when y'all dudes do it, because then we want to hear more. Like, so what happened? Man. What did he say?
Right.
What did he get beat up the first time?
Yeah.
Like, I want details.
That's the shit I be talking about.
Did he hit him in the face, or was it?
See, I wouldn't come up with those stories. Those are a little hardcore. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't have many of those, but I will say this. My cousin, I got a cousin that's a year older than me, man.
I'm about to tell this nigga business.
I'm about to tell it, like, I'm still telling. That's kind of cousins we are.
This is what I mean. It don't matter. And listen, he gonna say around people y'all know, but we got all these people we don't know.
1.5.
No, but we grown now. And I told it. And hey, one day I want him to come and vouch for it.
All right.
We were young. We grew up in Chicago. We walked over the viaduct. That's what we used to call it. It's just a bridge. Chicago is all kind of weird and shit. So we go over there. It's this restaurant on the other side.
Hold on, time out. What did you call it?
A viaduct.
You ever heard of the viaduct?
We call the viaduct.
I am sorry.
Swear you don't call the bridge going between Kansas and Missouri the viaduct.
I've never heard that before.
Man.
Damn, that's that old school shit.
See, when I came here from Chicago, motherfucker didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Like, say all kind of words.
Do you know viaduct?
Man, he live over in Missouri.
See, Robin and her. See, y'all real country.
Yeah.
All right. So we go up under the bridge. And it's this restaurant over there that had some foods that we didn't have in our neighborhood. It had the good pizza puffs and all that shit. So coming back, like going, we didn't see nothing. Everything looked great. It was a decent time. We know we wasn't going to get caught after dark over there because this is gangbang central. But this day we decided we was going to risk it for a biscuit. You know what I mean? Like
I was about to say, the pizza puffs
I got
are
that
delicious.
from Stephen A. I got that from Stephen A.
Are delicious.
So we coming back. Now, mind you, my cousin is like 15. I'm like about to turn 14. We got a year and a half difference. When we walking about to go up under this bridge, I see a nigga appear up there. Now, that looks strange because he look a little bit too old to be up there playing on the tracks like we do.
Oh, okay.
So I see another head pop up. I tell my cousin's some fearless superhero that like don't really know which powers to use, I guess. I'm like, bro, it's about to be some shit. We probably about to have to run.
Oh, no shit.
You know what I mean? Because I didn't have a pistol on me. He didn't either. Yeah, because when I seen him, I was like, bro, they saw us coming, that we in the store. They, this shit playing out. I done been with niggas that got some serious ass whoopings. And this situation seemed eerily similar.
The niggas like, they got the pizza puffs.
All right, man, check this out. So, under this viaduct, like, we got some serious bridges in Chicago. Like, you wouldn't want to walk under that shit at night.
Damn.
Like, it's like a walkway under the viaduct. Then it's like, okay, of course, the street, 2 lanes, and then you got this other center part. It could be motherfuckers hiding in between there if they waiting on you to come back. And that's what it was. So, all right, I told this nigga, bro, when I run, you need to be coming. Because I knew I was going to run, and I knew my cousin wasn't the type of nigga to run. But it's like 8 of them, and I'm not going to be stupid with them. So I took off. I took the fuck out. As I'm running, I'm looking back, you know what I mean, because I'm still concerned, but you know what I mean, I got to get away. And I see him just tussling with like 5 dudes, bro. Now, I wouldn't tell the story if it didn't end like this.
Okay, yeah, tell me.
I'm waiting at a safe distance.
For the ass whooping to stop.
Yeah, it didn't last long. It didn't last long. This nigga still didn't run when it was over. He walked calmly up to me. This nigga unzipped his jacket and said, I still got the food.
This nigga is fat, bro. This nigga was not let go of the food.
And, bro, how could you not tell a story like that? Like, bro, this nigga took a hell of an L for them pizza puffs.
Dude.
I wouldn't even gave me one. He gave me one, too.
I'm like, no, your ass ain't eat shit.
Oh, my God. So that was a family story, and eventually, nigga, everybody that came over, somebody told that motherfucker.
Hey, he wait till he got in front of the family. We all beat up talking about this nigga. Clothes all raggedy and shit.
Oh, shit.
Shoes all scuffed up.
Did he ever tell the story, or did you tell the story?
Man, I don't know if he told that motherfucker.
Right,
like, he was embarrassed for a while until we got older. Man, it was a big thing. Our uncles came over there. We rode. We didn't have no description. Nobody. We was just riding, trying to make ourselves feel better because we got our uncles with us. We didn't know who to look for. So we just, yeah.
That's a.
I got some stories. I just can't tell.
That
You.
fool
Riding
said,
down
I
with
still
those
got the
family.
food.
Hey, man, that shit was funny.
That was the mission, though. And he walked over there. He didn't run. He
That's
said,
hilarious.
shit.
I always roast like, what kind of nigga would protect the food
Right,
instead of protecting yourself?
I got what?
I told you this shit happens. You say you ain't going to say the shit, and then you do.
This one is funny. This one is funny. It is family.
Nobody got hurt?
I'm going to share this shit.
Okay, tell us.
So, I think I probably already told this story. But my brother, back in the day, my older brother, he used to try to be a player. He got caught up at one point, right? And for some reason, he wasn't with the normal chick that he usually be with. He had got this new chick, and it happened like hella fast, right? He had been talking to her for a while, but like I guess she got pregnant, and it was rumors that they were married. Like it wasn't no wedding, it was nothing. It was just like our family is like real close. Like if somebody was gonna get married, it was gonna be a wedding and everybody was gonna be there. You know what I mean? So for him to do it, it was kind of like a slap in the face. Like nigga, you didn't invite nobody to your wedding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's how we was viewing it. Like this nigga who had a wedding like at a courthouse, or did he have a wedding with it, right? So we were trying to figure it out, and he kept saying no, that he wasn't married. He just kept saying that shit. Like every Sunday we have like a little thing at my grandma's house, and you know,
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you would think that I'm the comedian of the family, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Like I'm more of the second or third comedian of the family, right?
Yeah.
But the main comedian in the family was this new nigga that he kind of stole my shine. He had came from out of town.
Oh, shit.
He had came from out of town. His name is Cousin Spanky. He came from out of town.
Sound like he funny.
Yeah, hella funny, bro. Hella funny. He was the only nigga that could get me. Like, I could never get him, but he could always get me, right? He always had shit on me, right? So he always be joking like my brother, he got married. He always would have these jokes on about it, and we would always be laughing and shit, but we didn't know if it was for real or not.
Yeah.
My auntie came with the paper, bro. She worked for the government, found the shit, bro.
Oh, my
through
God.
the website. My brother wouldn't even dare to defend himself, bro. Had a paper with him signing on there that they was married. Oh, my gosh. We talk about that shit every family time we came over, because we didn't tell him. We didn't tell him that we knew.
Oh.
We would always just ask him little questions. They could just be lying.
Just watching them lie.
Yeah, just watching them lie. We were like, so you ain't never been to this courthouse before? He'd be like, what's that name of that courthouse? We were like, nigga, you don't know the fucking courthouse. Nigga had that shit in the family for a long time. So this nigga was one day was like, yeah, we done got married. We was like, nigga, we fucking knew already, bro. Like, broke this nigga down. Until this day, he's still married, bro, because that paper.
Wow.
That nigga got himself in some trouble, bro. Got that.
I tried to hide it from y'all.
Tried to hide it from the family.
So he's married but not with the girl?
Nah, they
okay.
Yeah, they been done for like since that paper came out. Actually, it was like really quick. I don't know why he got married. Like it was like really quick, and they wasn't together no more.
So y'all was like TMZ. The paperwork came out, and everything fell apart.
Everything fell apart, bro. When that paper came out, bro.
So hold on, let's get deeper into this. Do y'all regret it now?
I think you know what I did regret it. I did regret it because we made fun of it. We you know how family be.
Yeah.
We make fun of tragedy. Like, if some shit happened, we'd be like, y'all know what's coming, them almost running in front of that car, almost got fucking hit. And then we'd be like, his dumb ass was just running like this. We had to pull him up. Karen was beating his ass. You should have seen it. Like, we'd be making fun of that shit.
We do. It's horrible.
So we was like,
horrible.
we was like, how did the guy ask her to marry him? Like, blah, blah, blah. We was just making up different scenarios and shit, just having fun with it. And he was not coming around the family. Like, he would never come around the family. Like, he was just always not around the family.
Because of that?
Nah, I think it was because he was embarrassed about the situation. Okay. He was trying to hide it. So he would never come around the family. So every time we would have a family, every time we would have a little family thing and shit, we'd be up in that nigga's face like, so you don't remember this date and blah, blah, blah. He'd be like, nah, man, I was out of town. Like, we in our heads like, this nigga say he was out of town.
But why would that be?
Fucking out of town.
Why would that be embarrassing?
Well, I think it was embarrassing because he had a new family now.
Oh, well,
he didn't want. You know how that shit be like.
You gonna miss out the
you
whole
supposed to marry.
part.
You supposed to marry this
person. You left that out. They got a whole new woman.
It really wasn't a new woman. It was like they was on a break.
He got married on break.
Oh, so he did some Peter Guns type shit.
I think he was embarrassed by the shit. Like he did it, and I think he was thinking he can get it like amended or something or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And I think he was thinking that, but she didn't want to.
She didn't want to. She didn't want to be with him, but she didn't want to get it annulled.
I think she wanted to be with him. But I don't think she wanted to be annulled.
It's like Peter Guns.
I want to get into it. Can we have him on the show? Can we get all three of them together? Like, we need to get them on the show.
Not before we get Bow Wow and Lil Romeo.
Man, it's going to be a little rougher to get them. I think we can get your people.
I know somebody that know Lil Romeo.
Man, Bow Wow got a new son, man. He busy right now.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Bow Wow is traveling. He going to be in the WWE down there at the camper soon, bro. At the what's it called now at the camper?
I ain't hear nothing about that.
Nah, me neither, bro. But he going to be part of the WWE.
What's it called now? No, not the Sprint Center. The old camper.
Yeah, the old camper arena. What's it called now?
Oh, the Hy-Vee arena.
I was going to say, that shit always going to be camper. You know how when people try to change some shit and then they want you to say.
That's another thing about black people, ain't it?
Well, we don't keep like Paseo. It's going to be Paseo.
Exactly.
I don't know what.
I don't give a fuck how many times you change the name. The first name we grew up with, that's what we rocking with.
That's what it is. That is literally.
Black people would be like this too. Like, your name is OG Ron, right? I always introduce everybody to you as OG Ron. I never say Ronald Bird, right? Yeah. So when people say, you talking about Ronald Bird? Like, Ronald Bird? Nah, I kind of nigga OG Ron, bro. I don't no fucking Ronald Bird.
I don't know if that's the same person.
Right. Is that the same person?
It is. Sadly, it is.
Listen, you know what I mean? when I was looking.
When somebody call you Ronald Bird, they mad. When somebody call me that shit.
We used to be at work. I used to be like, ain't nobody call you no motherfucking OG Ron. Ronald.
You called him Ronald?
We used to be in that. Yeah. We used to be in that motherfucking.
Maybe Ron, but Ronald. I can't call that nigga no.
That's why a lot of motherfuckers that didn't talk to me, I ain't calling them that. Yeah, you know what I mean? I think that's where a lot of it came from.
But OG Ron was kind of hard. When I first heard about you, I was scared.
Man, what the?
It was like Lavelle was like,
Tell us about it.
And then Lavelle was like, OG Ron? You know OG Ron? Like, OG Ron? He was like, yeah, look him up on Facebook.
He said, who?
This nigga is cousin at 103.
Oh my God, bro.
One day I want to be on 103. This nigga out there cussing them out. He gonna be like, yeah, I was thinking maybe me and you can do some stuff together. When we met at Gates, that's what I seen.
Yeah.
That nigga pulled up at Gates. He was like, yeah, man, I got this idea. That was like 2000 and what? 13 or something?
Late 13.
Oof. Y'all had a little.
We had the party a little bit later. Had a crazy chick on me.
Yeah, that
Man,
was
bro, when I
game.
first met Cortez that day, the funny part about it was he was in that motherfucker like, I know how you supposed to act when you first meet a person. Cortez was hella professional. I'm like, man, bro.
Too professional.
I'm like, let your goddamn guards down, bro. We just cool. Let's just talk. But it was cool, though. It was cool.
But when he was talking about business, I was thinking we was coming in on some businessman shit. You know, most people, they switch it up. Like
I don't switch it up.
Right? It's how he showed up to the business meeting. Can you imagine being like, bro, can you meet me at Starbucks right quick? We gonna have a whole little meeting. This nigga
trying to get me to somewhere I can dress up. No.
I'm over here, got a briefcase, pulling out my laptop, got my shirt and tie on, right? This nigga Ron coming with a fitted hat. Like, yeah, so I was thinking. Bro, they gonna kick us out of here, bro. Go get something to drink.
You thought inviting me to Shea Maurice was gonna get me to change my clothes, nigga? Nah.
You say Shea Maurice, you motherfucker.
Nah, nigga, I'm up in this bitch.
No matter where he go, bro, he looks the same.
And that's exactly why they be scared.
Right, that's why they be scared.
Some people ain't. Some people are like the goddamn owner, but all right. Man, we gonna get to this. We gonna get to this question. I've been seeing this, and I saw a Facebook friend of mine keep saying it, like she was hammering it on niggas' heads. I saw other people say it too, but I'm just like I'm not commenting on people's stuff with certain topics no more because
it's too much.
Man, they pull you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't got all the way out, but I gotta talk about this topic because it's been eating at me.
Talk about it.
People are making videos and memes about a date situation, a first date situation.
Okay.
And a $200 bill as far as like a first date when a man asks a woman out. Now, what drew my attention is it seems like people say if you say that that's too much, then all of a sudden you call broke and you shouldn't be dating. And I just find it I just want your opinions on this because I'm like, bro, that's some judgmental shit. Some people just don't eat $200 meals.
Yep.
And some people might just not eat a $200 meal with somebody that they just met. Some people are conservative with their money. We ain't ain't about the bling era.
Yep.
Man, bro, my thing on this is I don't mind eating a good meal, but it's like when we first meet, is that really a necessity, like to impress somebody?
I'm good. So the meme or post that's going around is saying basically like, you should, like, this should be okay.
The meme, well, it was a receipt, actually.
Okay.
It was a receipt, had like $195 worth of stuff. And the context of it was basically like, if you can't do this, don't be asking people out on a date. You know what I mean? Some ghetto shit. So I was trying to, like, bring it a little bit higher, like, you know what I mean? But that's what it was, basically.
Oh, okay.
Don't be asking us out on no dates if you can't afford to spend $200. Why y'all, you know, people tie other shit in. Why y'all on here talking about that ball and spend $200 on y'all first dates? It's like, it got nothing to do with nothing. But, you know, black people tie everything into one area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Man, I just think it's weird, though. How do you feel about that? Or did you see it? Did y'all even see the stuff?
I didn't see it, but I don't think, I mean, for me, I don't think it's necessary. Like, I don't think that's, like, a bad thing if a person, like, won't spend $200, especially on the first date. If you got it to do it, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. It's not to say like, or you may have it and you just don't want to spend that much on the first fucking date. Like, if you got a $200,
you might be in between checks.
No,
like, nobody knows.
Let's just be honest. If you got a $200 light bill, you gonna be like, shit, this shit high.
Yeah.
Now, mind you getting lights for a whole month.
Yeah,
you eating for one day.
One day.
So if you think about it,
I tell my daughter.
Yeah. So if you think about it,
these shoes
like
ain't gonna
that.
last long.
I can't deal with him. But seriously, if you think about it, that's high. But if you have and then too, there are different people, and let's just be honest, there's different people in different tax brackets too. Okay, there are people who go out and spend $500 easy on a meal. I was watching a cooking show, and this steak that they had was like $900 for this one steak, right? And people were like going in there and buying it, like fucking it up. the restaurant was always busy.
Yeah.
So if you have that type of money to do that, then that's cool too. But I don't think it should be a judgmental thing for a person to be like, you got to spend $200 on me. Because even for females, if we would spend $200 on the dude just because for a first date, that would be like, girl, you crazy. Like, you spending that money on. So no, I don't think so. I don't think it's like you a bad person or a broke dude because you won't spend fucking $200. Now, if you tripping about 50, to me, if you tripping, I mean, there are limits. If you tripping about 50, like, I didn't tell you have cheese on that, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, but no, $200, that's steep. If I get a $200 gas bill, I'm flipping.
Dating. I can talk forever for this on this topic. I can talk forever on dating.
Yeah, because you out here dating.
I'm not out here.
Oh, you ain't out here dating? My bad.
I'm just dating my lady.
I ain't out here.
Nigga try to set you up on some shit, nigga. You ain't out here dating. I seen you the other day. No, nigga, you didn't see me the other day. I said that shit hella fast. Nigga, you didn't see me the other day.
Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
But before when you was talking about dating all the time.
I dislike the traditional way of dating. It don't fucking work. It don't work. It don't work. It don't work. It don't fucking work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna fucking work. It ain't been working. This is the traditional way of dating is man meets boy. Man try to figure out a way to show what he has financially.
Yeah.
And a woman sees that and then she decides for herself, can he take care of me financially? He looked like he can because he took me out to this high-ass restaurant. Yeah. Let's see what he do next time. Because this was the second date. The curiosity is the second date. The second date they go on, the nigga still pay, bro. The nigga still pay, and it's probably at the same level, something different maybe, but it's definitely at the same level of how much it costs or the value of how much it costs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I took you to the garden, it may be free, but this fucking area of the garden, we can take pictures in today, and it's gonna cost for the fucking photographer, right?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit that, niggas with money would do, right?
Yeah.
But the whole time during that date, you're trying to impress the woman, and woman's not trying to impress you. She shows up hella fine. But do you see a fucking wife into that? You can't see a wife looking just hella fine. You gotta see what the fuck she does. And how can a woman show you what she does, bro? That you would think that was wifely to you, right? You would probably want to see how she cooked, or how she controlled her kids, or how she cleaned up, or that's impressive to us, right? Like for us to be impressive to women, we have to show them a good ass time, right? And that's just not how it's supposed to fucking work. We supposed to be trying to impress each other.
Man, see, that's really where I was going with the money. And even the way we approach, like, man, whether female, I don't think women ever hear, but I'm going to say a couple things. Men want to feel like y'all into the date. If y'all don't have to be into us to say we about to bang or rubbing my leg or nothing, but if two people are into something, the conversation is good, that could change the whole dynamic. You could come in and say, I ain't spending $200 on a motherfucker. You have a 5-minute conversation with a motherfucker, you be like, I would spend $300 on this girl. Man,
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
I just think, people need to come in on the same level and work within that.
I was gonna,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna say that. I think we had a conversation about dating before, and I think we were talking about, I want to talk to a person for a period of time before I go on the first date, right?
Yeah.
I just do. Because then you know what you have to, like, one, am I going to like this date? Two, if this date is crappy, do I feel like I wasted my time? That whole thing. I want to kind of get to know you before I go out on a date. And the dude should feel the same way, because that way, if you feel like you're the one who has to pay for things, first of all, let's see who you picking. Let's just be honest. Dudes need to understand who you picking to date with.
True,
because if you feel like you have to take a woman out and she's looking at you like, you gonna buy this? You should have known that. You should have picked up on that fucking vibe.
Say that thought right quick, because that's the other reason why a man would spend $200 is because it's different tiers.
Yeah.
Because I may take little Lucretia ass to Burger King or whatever, but I may take Stacy. I know what kind of type of woman she is through our conversations. Yeah. She's not gonna fall for Burger King. I'm gonna have to take her to a Nick and Jake's or type shit like that. But continue. Yeah. That's another way.
Yeah, but then you find out too, once you do something. I mean, and that's not just money. That's with time, because time is precious too. I know dudes will sit up here and say like, "Well, I gotta impress you with money," but then you want to audition a woman on how to be a wife, so she gotta take care of shit. She got to make sure shit cool. And let's just be honest. Times have changed. We are not living in the world where the woman is sitting at home not doing anything and the man is out here working. We are living in the world where the woman is doing the same shit too.
Thank you.
A woman will go to work. a woman will work all day, still have to come home, cook for her family, make sure the kids are straight, make sure, and the dude, like, I just work. Like, all I have to do is work. So every situation is different, but we are not living in those same times anymore. So I don't feel like a dude has to, like, it's the generous thing to do. But we do live in a different time. Different things are, women are paying for dates. Women are, so you have to ask yourself.
Sometimes.
Then again, you have to think too, what type of women are you taking out? Because we got to put some blame on ourselves.
But we don't know what type of women until we show up.
But if you take the time to get to know somebody before you look at a motherfucker and say, you fine, you look good.
Yeah, we do rush into it.
Let's just be honest,
But that's okay, the whole reason for a date is to get to know somebody. Now, the price of the date is different, but the whole point of the date, no matter if it's free or if it costs money, the whole point of the date is to get to know somebody. So for me to take you out on a date, for me to get to know you, we have to go on this date because you can't come to my house. I'm not going to your house. We got to meet up.
But this is why marriages probably lasted a little bit longer. Not in our grandparents' days, but I'm just talking about, like, this is why marriages probably last longer, like, a little bit before us, because you still wanted to talk on the phone. You still wanted to spend time to eat. You didn't have to be in this person's fucking face to get to know them, right? So you picking up on things like when you talking to this person, you like, oh, this person likes orange, right? Or, oh, this person's favorite restaurant ain't even that expensive. Or this person is the type of person who don't even fucking like restaurants. Like, sometimes dudes be trying to show, like, let's go here, or I got money to do this, and she don't even want to do that. And she don't even want to do that. You could have just went somewhere cool and she just wanted to talk and vibe with you. But because you're trying to be impressive and not hear what that person is saying, women do the same thing too. A man could sit up here and say A, B, and C, this is what I want. And in our head, we making up, well, no, this is what I think he wants. I think he should want somebody like this. So we didn't listen to what the fuck you said. So we doing the total opposite of what we could have been doing, which could have saved us a lot of time and money. If we would have just actually listened. I think the important thing is people need to listen to people and what they like to do. If I talk to somebody and they talking about, like, spending hella money on shoes and on clothes and shit, I already know you're not that type of dude that I like, because even though I want you to look good, I don't want you to be flashy. I don't like a flashy dude. So me picking up on that and having a conversation with you, I already know I'm not going to waste my time with this shit.
This is so hard though. Like me, I like talking, but I like to see your face, or I like to see your reaction. I like to see, like, cause it's a difference. Like when we was back in school, we all used to do it. Back in school, we talking to the shorty on the phone or whatever, and she like, dang, I really like you, and I really want to. I'm up around the phone like, man, I'm about to dick this bitch, damn. Yeah, I really like you too. I really like you too. Like, you don't even fucking know I'm about to fuck her life up, nigga. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wednesday, I'm gonna be over there. But when we talking right here, and I see, and I'm looking at you, and we having a conversation, and I say something right that may trigger something. I see you look off. You know what I mean? Now I know that ain't the shit that she like to talk about. If I bring up your dad, I'm like, so, you know, like, I know you said your dad was in the army and shit like that, and you kind of like, and I'm like, all right, you know, like, let's move on to the next conversation. But I'm a wing type of guy. Like me, that's what I figured out about dating. Like, if I can't sit down and eat wings with you, or something like some type of bar food, if I can't sit down and eat that with you, then we're not gonna fucking work, and we can't have no conversation. Because this is what I'm normally gonna do. I'm not gonna be going to Nick and Jake's or Eddie V's or wherever on every Friday night. Like we gonna go to the Improv. We gonna get out the Improv. We gonna go to 54th Street. We gonna eat some wings and drink. We gonna have a good ass time. If I can't do that with you off the first date, which already gonna cost me like $20, I don't really care about the drinks or some shit. It's probably gonna cost me $20, $10 for my wings, $10 for her wings. We gonna have a good ass time, bro. And if we can't have it, like you said, if we can't have that conversation and get to know each other on that date, and I can feel you, because some women on a date, they act bougie, or they may not act themselves, or they may say, I went on this date with this one chick. Before we ever went on the date, she was like having this cool vibe. When we went on a date, I figured out she got anxiety out in public. I didn't know that shit, bro. Like, we out in public, and we sitting in the movie theater, and some people over there laughing. She's like, can you scoot down one? Scoot down one? They like 5 seats away. Yeah. We scoot down one. She's like, they're just too fucking loud. Can we scoot down one? They're not even talking loud. Yeah. We scoot down one. Bro, we all the way on the edge of the thing. Everybody over in the middle. We on the very edge, and she's still kind of like cringing and shit.
Them motherfuckers outside watching the movie.
I'm trying to watch the fucking movie, and she up there twitching and shit, bro. I'm looking like, We didn't have to fucking come out here. You said you wanted to see the fucking movie.
Okay, but in this instance, okay, look at it like this. Look at it like this, because that's what it is. It's basically
cut it off,
is,
bro.
It sound like it.
So
it sound like you should have taped that shit.
So
like a good date.
So dating is like a job interview, right? Like, you know.
It is.
Okay, so like a good job, not a job that's just like, we need some motherfuckers in here. Like a good job where they like, you passed the first one.
Right.
But the second one, this is going to be a doozy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like, and to me, the conversation is the first interview. Mm-hmm. It's like, let me feel you out to see if you even good for this position. And then the second one is like, and people feel like, well, you got to do all that just to get with a person. Yes, and anybody should. I don't give a fuck who it is. Anybody should, because if you are intending to date to be with somebody for a long period of time. Now, if you not, I mean, just be honest about it and say, shit, that ain't what I'm doing. I'm just dating and I just like talking to other people. And that's okay, too, as long as you're honest about it.
Exactly.
But if you are intending on being with somebody for a long period of time, you should take it that seriously. It's like looking for a house or looking for a car or looking for anything. You are going to be with this person. I mean, I feel like that you are going to be with this person for the rest of your, or are you trying to be with this person for the rest of your life? So you should take it that seriously. Like, if this person, if you pick up on some shit that you really don't fucking like, you should do something about that. No matter what nobody say, you should look at that. Because if you get a car in the first 30 days that motherfucking knocking, you ain't going to be like, this shit cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to just put a little something on it and just go ahead. So you should look at it like that for dating.
You should treat dating like searching for a car or a home.
Like you should.
That is deep.
You should. And doing those things takes time. You don't just look at a house and be like, this shit look good. Yeah. And the foundation fucked up. You look at, you actually take your time and you go through.
Sometimes you look at that fucking house and be like, that's me.
Man, I think
that right there. Hey, give me that woman over there.
Man, I think real communication. Man, I think real communication went out of the door when text messaging started.
Hell yeah.
Man, before that, and y'all can't just say it's me.
Yeah, makes sense.
I done said I love you to a chick in a week because we had like 63 hours of fucking conversation.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even get that much in a whole relationship now.
Nah, you don't get no communication.
You gotta think about that shit. You ain't talking to nobody for 63 hours. Y'all been together 5 years, ain't talked 63 hours.
You know what?
I didn't even know your eyes was blue.
You know what?
Bro.
Me and my old lady, that's all we fucking do is just talk. That's all we do is just talk. Like, we be in the house just fucking laughing, talking shit. That's the beauty of the relationship. That's why I'm with her, because we can just talk shit.
Yeah.
But like you saying, like, a lot of people don't talk no more. You'll text a chick, and she texting you like, when y'all meet up, you just know she gonna be feisty than the motherfucker. You like, she already talking about, when I see you, I'm gonna be blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna wear blah, blah, blah. You like, damn, she gonna be off the chain when I see her. And you get there, and you at the restaurant, and she like hella standoffish.
Yeah.
And then after you leave the restaurant, she be like, I had a good time. You were looking so good. I wanted to kiss you. You didn't even look like you wanted to kiss me though.
I hate that type of shit.
You didn't even look like, you didn't even come close to me. I tried to groove you over here. You was like, nah, not tonight. Nah, bitch. Just you was talking about them text messages. Lick this neck.
Women be playing with us like that sometimes they be
It's that free meal shit.
confused on whether they want to give you a shot or whatever it might be.
If you trash.
Now, let me see how long I can string them along.
It's probably the free meal shit. But no, I think that's for anybody. It's because to me, when you, like you said, with text messages or with social media, like even when you in somebody's inbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of be whatever.
Yeah.
You can kind of be whatever or do whatever because you not in front of that person or you not, you're not with that person.
Let me ask you this right quick because I want to know your answer because you about to say something that I want to know the answer to that. I want to know what you think first. Do you feel like the person inside your head is different than the person that you act like that your character is?
I used to.
Oh.
I seriously, I used to until I got a little older.
What made you change? Because a lot of people, because in my head, I may be a gangster. In my head, I may be this type. I may be OG Ron in my head.
Yeah.
But how it comes out, it don't come out that way. It come like in a light skin type of way. So it's first in your head.
In my head, I shoot the shit out of you.
Yeah.
But it real big want to talk the shit out.
Yeah, I just want to figure it out.
I really want to talk it out.
Where we went wrong. Like, where was the real disconnect? When we was talking, did I get too upset?
That's me.
Did
I have to iron this shit out later.
Because when I got up, I was getting up to get my keys.
Yeah.
You thought I was getting up to fight.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to clarify everything.
I admit I did get up rather quick. Rather quick.
It was a fast snap.
I can see why you would be alarmed.
from your side.
I see your gun, and I didn't have mine, you know.
But
where'd you get yours from?
What is
That's
that?
a nice
What
place.
is that?
That's a
That
nice
is
place.
how many? Did you
That
get
is crazy.
But you're not like that though.
No, I feel,
That
but
is
I feel
crazy.
like that comes with age. I mean, I feel like that comes with age because when you're younger, one, you feel invincible. Let's just be honest. You feel invincible. You feel like you can do whatever.
Yeah.
You feel like you're better than what
Right,
you are.
Right.
Until you get older, you start realizing, like, some people may realize, like, damn, I ain't got my shit together like I thought I did, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for gas money.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you just, things just, when you get older, you just start to put things into perspective. The bad thing about that is I got to do that time when, even though social media was big, it didn't take over me like this. Like now, social media is huge. So people are basing their personality off who they want to be or who they think they are on Instagram. I'm going to say Instagram.
That's who I want to know.
That's why. So if you don't have that growth mindset, and people talk about growth all the time, but growth shows. It doesn't talk. You can see it.
Yep.
So if you don't have that growth mindset, you're going to be stuck there. You're going to think you're more than what you are, which is why men and women, even within dating, it's hard because you're not being who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to be who you think and not really being honest with yourself like shit, you know.
Yeah.
I may not be all that great. Or I may not be that great in communication, or I may not be that, you know, I'm kind of thinking I'm the shit because I bought this shit, but really I'm struggling and shit over here.
Yeah.
You just really, you do. So I used to until I got older, and then reality hit, and you like, calm the fuck down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Yeah, because I think the problem is when you texting somebody, right? Even like you said through the social media and shit, like this is why I call catfishing. Like you are someone on social media, but the person that you off of social media is nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like like I don't like if
What kind of is catfishing?
like if you just for instance, right? Say that I was one of those type of people. One of those type of people that was a fit person, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And I seen, I work out all the time. You know what I mean? And I seen that you also work out all the time, and this is what you do. This is what your equipment is, and this is what gym you go to, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And then like this is not you acting like that for me. That's who you are, right? On social media.
Right.
And then I'm like, let's go to the gym and work out. That'd be our first date and shit, right?
Yeah.
And we go to the gym. You don't know none of this
And
shit.
taking pictures. And
Yeah,
shit.
taking pictures and shit. Like, nah, I don't do that. Like, what you mean you don't do that? This is like the first level. You don't do abs? She's like, nah, I don't do abs. I don't do cardio. You don't do cardio?
So said, what are reps?
What are you doing? She like, and she's like, I got a personal trainer. They come in. No, but you said you was the personal trainer. Like, you say, now that's catfishing to me. Now you're not the person that you say that you are.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm upset. And women be like, what does that matter? Like, I mean, I still look good. No, I like a woman that's gonna be exercising with me
because it is like a social media personality, and that's what they call it. When people say that's my social media personality, like this is how I get paid, this is how I get my money. It's like different people who do different things. That doesn't necessarily mean that they are who they are, or their personality is shown in their social media, especially if that's how they making their money.
But this is the issue, right? This is the issue. You're dating, right? And I'm dating too with the purpose or whatever. Okay. And I meet you and I want somebody to be compatible with me, right?
Right.
And we could probably still work it out if you say that's my social media. That's all I do on social media. I don't really be doing that shit, right? I'm
a liar.
I can respect it, right?
Okay.
But the real issue is that those social media likes and followers and hearts and shit gives you the mindset of, if this shit don't work out, I can always fake this shit for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I think is the catfish part. Is like you got this outlet to where you got these amazing followers. That's like Ron. Like Ron is in the relationship. Ron is happy, but Ron could snap his fucking finger off of his Facebook page and have a million bitches just lining up. Right? They don't even got to.
I ain't gonna go that far, but a few more than I would usually have.
They don't got to see this nigga's face. They don't got to see this nigga's face.
Hey,
some motherfuckers don't like a thug nigga. You know what I mean?
The numbers are a little high, but I still got more than one.
I kid you not.
No.
Don't overinflate my shit.
But you had to think.
Tasha watch this shit.
But sometimes you had to think too with those.
But Ron ain't walking around talking about I got 1 million followers every fucking where. He not walking around with a camera and shit, doing vlogs and all the other shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't like, and this is my thing too. I could not talk to somebody just based like if I'm looking at you, which is again part of the interview process, right?
All right.
Because if I see your social media, I'm like, oh, this, that, and the third. Okay. I like. Maybe not so much on that one, but I like this too, right?
That's scary.
No, that's the interview process. This is me.
Oh, this is step one.
This ain't even step one. This is like me going on Indeed and looking at the job.
Oh,
right?
okay.
This is me looking.
They ain't even went on a date yet. She pre-screening you.
This is because when you meet somebody, you think,
love the analogy.
because when you look at somebody, you think about like, I like this job sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Let me write it and ask them about it, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So your writing about it is where you're gonna get to step one for real. That's where you're gonna like actually get to know the person. Because if you don't do that shit, you fall in love with a motherfucker off social media. Right? Like everything this person posts, they so inspirational and they're this and they're this.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker sitting there smoking a cigarette. And the motherfucker smoking a cigarette yelling at their kids and shit, telling them, shut the fuck up. And, but they shit look pretty though, right?
Yeah.
But the shit look good. The house nasty and all kind of shit. This is exactly why you do the steps. And anybody should do that. I don't care if a person say, well, they shouldn't, because anybody should. If you want to be happy, you should take the time out to do that. That's why it's called dating. I think people confuse dating. Like when we see people with different people, or we think, oh, she with this person, or he with this person.
Yeah.
He was just with this person. You don't know what the fuck they doing. They could have been dating. They could have not even slept together. They could have found out, well, shit, I don't really fuck with you, or I don't like you, or something about you.
Yeah.
And they go date somebody else. That is what dating is. And we need to say that instead of shaming people for doing that, because then people get stuck in fucked up relationships because they don't want to hear a motherfucker say they with this person or they with that person. It's a fucking job interview. If I get a job and they told me I was supposed to get a certain amount, then motherfuckers shortchanged me, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You lied to me. I counted up my bills. I already added up my fucking check. And I took out the taxes too. And this ain't what I'm this ain't what I'm gonna get. And I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
You just lied to me. So relationships, dating is like a fucking job.
Man, that's what's
It really is. It really is. Hey, y'all know what I'm about to talk about now. Right. I gotta say this. Coming to America came out, and man, the reviews I saw were like, I think were one-sided.
No, you're not gonna do that. You gonna say what your review is from Coming to America.
I think the shit was dope. I think the shit was fucking dope.
Okay, look, let me get.
I think the shit, and let me tell you why I think it was dope. Because I'm gonna tell you one reason. I ain't seen one motherfucker tell me why it wasn't. Besides, it don't compare. It ain't the first one. Like, you gotta be a rocket science to realize that this ain't the first one. Those are the fucking credits of these movie critics. The first one better.
You can tell what Ryan.
Good job, genius.
Loud.
Good job, you fucking genius. Turn my mic down. Even though I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
Okay,
I'm the nigga in control of the knob.
Literally, I was about to say.
I get mad over things that, like, something like this, like, people just don't understand. That shit was, Eddie Murphy didn't have to give you that. Eddie Murphy don't owe no back rent. You know what I mean? He gave that to the fans. But as we usually do, we beat the shit out of movies from our own and our motherfucking legends. We beat the shit out of those.
Okay.
It was unbelievable. Like, okay, an African prince coming to America the first time, that shit was some shit that usually happen. Like, motherfuckers like, this shit was too far-fetched. Then an hour later, they talking about the adventures of Vision and whoever, like that shit. WandaVision. You know what I mean? So that's why the fuck I don't fuck with many of these movie critics around here, because the other shit you watch is trash.
But wasn't there people who said the shit was good? I seen mixed.
Do you know what this how social media is? Because it's so trendy, the motherfuckers got to come up. All of the statuses was like, fuck what y'all talking about. I liked it. That's what it was. You know what I mean? Nobody could step out with the real I love this in fear of being trashed by the mob. You know what I mean? You know how social media is.
Well, since I did not see it, but I saw people's reviews, and there were people I saw people who said the same thing that you said. But I also saw people who said, like, if you were expecting this to be like the first one, like, you're crazy. Like, that wasn't what it was supposed to be. Was like for now, for the day now, and for the culture. It wasn't really supposed to be exactly, because first of all, you could
won in 1990.
Yeah, I was about to say, first of all, you could never do Coming to America. Like, but I didn't see it, so I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna let you go ahead, Cortez, and do your thing.
Okay. Yeah, because I really want to know what you didn't like.
Okay.
Specifically.
Okay.
Listen, I was about to say, I wish
it with the S. Nigga.
Everybody throwing the broad shit out there, then go watch WandaVision.
I wish WandaVision is, first of all,
that shit trash.
First of all,
that shit trash. It's too far fetched. But we can get on. We ain't talking about WandaVision right now.
You would not disrespect WandaVision just because Coming to America got some.
Fuck Wanda and Vision. Let's go.
All right, so this is my take on Coming to America. Now, there's some things that you didn't bring up. It was the anticipating. We haven't seen Eddie Murphy in something that we loved in a long time.
Yeah,
like in a long time, right? So this was our first time. Like even we seen Dolomite last year or whatever. Like that was kind of like we was like, oh, okay, this nigga get back in the groove of things. He got something hot.
How'd you feel about Dolomite?
I thought Dolomite was dope.
Okay.
I thought it was dope for what it was. It wasn't like supposed to be like amazing or nothing like that, but it was give us intel about, the dude's life. So we wasn't, for real, we wasn't really expecting Dolomite to come out. We were just like, oh, it's on Netflix. Mm-hmm. But Coming to America, we was going to the movie theater and seeing it. Mm-hmm. Like we was going to show up historically and go see that movie. Some people was gonna show up in their African shit.
Yeah.
Like we was gonna show up and ride out, right?
Yeah.
We was gonna do that, right?
I'm with
but
you.
when we sat down on Amazon and started that movie, it didn't give us that ride out feel.
No, don't generalize. Just say from you. Say from you.
No, I'm saying we as the people that
because it gave me what I needed.
No, I'm talking about we as the people that disliked it.
Oh, okay.
We those people. You on the other end,
You
Ron.
said us though. All right. Go ahead.
Don't
put me with you.
So you're speaking for it. So you speaking for the people who liked it, and you speaking for the people who didn't like it.
Yeah, okay. All right,
that's us, okay? So we watching it, right? But we're watching it as if like they're gonna be a big Eddie Murphy role. We're gonna really see Eddie Murphy like outshine. But Eddie Murphy, what he did do, which is the greatest thing that like he always does, he put a hell of black people back in it. He even reached out to black people that wasn't in the first one to put them in it. Like he had Tiana Taylor in there. He had a dude from Power in there. He had Wesley Snipes in there. Yeah. He had a lot of people in there that he grabbed, and put them in the film, which is dope. Gave them a job or whatever, right? But we weren't really looking for having everybody in the film. We was really looking for the plot to see how the plot was gonna work out.
Okay.
And they really just skipped ahead like 30 years later and didn't really fill us in on like what happened over the 30 years.
So you feel like as far as the storyline,
yes,
that the storyline
could have been,
what you thought.
Yeah, it could have been a lot better. Like I thought they was gonna be really on their pen on this one. It could have just been one of those things where we were like, oh, this Coming to America 2, they're going to have a 3 coming out real soon, right? Yeah. That's what kind of like we was anticipating it to be. And once it started, it kind of was like, this could have been on Netflix. It could. I wasn't seeing it being like we could have went to the movie theater and had a good time watching it. I thought some parts was funny. I thought some parts was like hella corny. I didn't understand some of the stuff. Like he left some people out of the new one and kept some of the people, which I thought like the barbershop scene, like they in the barbershop, but they was old as fuck before the barbershop, before the last season, the last time, and it's 30 years later, and they look just the same. So I kind of felt like they could have wrote it a lot better. Maybe they could have had somebody else on the barbershop. I don't know, shit like that. The dude from Power.
Hold on, let me just say one thing, just real quick. Like that right there, that was classic. Like sitting here nitpicking over the age. Of course we know that. Them motherfuckers would have been dead when the first movie came. You see how old these people look?
Right.
It was just like I think people are criticizing this weird stuff.
But
like,
it's the storyline. Like you adapt to the storyline. So if the storyline is off, it's gonna be off. So if you tell me that you brought in this son from out of fucking nowhere, and one night he got drugged and he don't find out till 30 years later that he has a son, that ain't a good pen. That wasn't like they put a lot of thought in that shit.
No, but you got to check this out too though. If you make a movie 30 years ago,
right?
And 30 years ago when you made the movie, you didn't even set it up for a sequel. Because sequels, what people don't realize is that sequels are set up. When you see the first one, it's already the second one was wrote,
right?
And they follow this model,
right?
He had to basically like just come up with some shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
But now all of a sudden these fucking everybody's a movie critic and they horror, so you failed. When I'm kind of of the mindset, that's why I told Ice Cube, don't do it, bro. Don't even fucking do it. These people don't appreciate shit. Don't make no more Fridays. They're not going to like it. If Smokey's in it, if he's not, it's like there's no way you can impress people with Fridays. People's minds are so closed when it comes to our sequels. Like, you know what I mean? Other sequels, like that shit can go on forever. They won't give it the hardest criticism that they do with our people. You can make 99 more Star Wars. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck.
But we don't fuck with,
you know what I mean?
But we don't really criticize other people's shit as much as we criticize our own.
I know that's kind of
but we don't love other people's shit like we love our own either.
Mad about the new
we don't look like we love our shit though. Like all I saw was hate.
We do be loving our shit, bro. The only problem that we don't love is that the way that we competing for screen time between the other cultures and our cultures.
You know what? My biggest thing, just being as well, now the franchise, a fan of the franchise, and Eddie, it was like somebody, I know you're not my age, but when I listen to older people, you get different. They'll talk to you like 4 or 5 minutes and then tell you how they felt about it.
Yeah.
Seem like motherfuckers 35 or below, trash.
Yeah.
That's it. So me being an old head, I guess that's kind of why, like, people streamline shit trash. Like, motherfuckers who have no credentials, like, how was it trash? They can't tell you. Yeah. Like, those, being an old motherfucker, you get aggravated when you try to talk to somebody and they won't give you what you need. Like, tell me why. Like, what?
That's me.
Trash. Let's move on.
I am that person. But
like, shut the fuck up. You ain't got nothing to say.
The only reason why I say trash and just leave it at that, because we're just going to argue about why it's not trash, why it is trash. And at the end of the day.
I mean, but at least have a viewpoint. Like you said, okay, you were supposed to give us one example of how the storyline was fucked up, and you brought up the barbers with 2 O's. Like,
no. I brought up hella stuff. Robert, what did I say?
What was the example?
What did I say?
Don't lead him either.
No.
I want to hear this. Don't lead him.
No,
go ahead.
What did I say?
Robert, what other examples did he say as far as the storyline besides the barbers would have been dead 30 years ago? That was the only example, because I was listening.
No, the biggest one.
He said though. He said.
Now we're not gonna argue though. We're gonna keep it fun filled. But I think y'all was way too hard on that shit.
He said him being drugged made no sense for the. He's saying that the storyline, the story coming from where it left off at, and I get as far as that wasn't set up to be a part 2. Mm-hmm. But as far as like the waiting for it, you would expect it to be. Like,
well written.
Yeah, but like Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall said, like I just watched them on the Kevin Hart special at a Zoom meeting. He was like, y'all was really waiting for nothing because all of the rumors, those were just rumors. They didn't even talk about this shit till a year and a half ago. So people was waiting for nothing. So first of all, y'all had your own hype.
No, I'm really talking about the time when they was saying we're coming to America.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy and Arsenio was like, bro, before like over a year and a half ago, all that shit was trash. They never talked about that shit. They was never going to do it.
Then they did it on Tyler Perry's set. And that's why I knew it was kind of fishy when it was going to come out. This is the Power. Yeah, the cameo, like the Power dude. The Power dude was a good character in Power. I forgot his name, but he's a light-skinned
Power dude.
The dude, Wesley Snipes' son. That's the dude from Power. What's his name? He's like a rapper or singer too or some shit like that. He usually will have a bigger role. And like Tiana Taylor, I did love her dance. I thought she was gonna have a bigger role. I felt like the kids, they was more American than African. I felt like the like, of course, Leslie Jones was gonna come with the ghetto-ness, right?
Yeah.
But I felt like it could have been a little bit more funnier than ghetto, but
that's my only thing though. I guess that's my only thing. It really ain't about people can have their own like opinions on movies, but it's like, when do people go so in depth with it, like other than when it's us?
I think there's a lot of things that people don't pay attention to because there were franchise movies that came out. Like I'm telling you, even Star Wars, there were some people, younger people liked it though, but the old heads, they did not like it.
Yeah, like
they were like outraged. It's
they
a lot
always
of
outraged.
But I think it's
we always outraged.
Like DC, but DC when after Marvel came out and DC came out, they came out with theirs, and it was like the Justice League.
Yeah, a
lot
trash.
of people, they were mad. Like so, I think sometimes we pay attention to what we around or what we know. Again, I haven't seen it. I look at it like this. Even thinking about it, I wasn't going into it thinking that it was going to be as good as the first one. I'm one of those people who said, I hope Ice Cube doesn't do another Friday. I mean, I just leave it like it is.
Yeah.
I hope Martin doesn't do a comeback. I mean, I leave shit to me. The culture has changed. So you have to change shit around, which means it is not going to be what you expect it to be if you do it that way. The only one who really made it, for real, who's really making cash like that, I mean, a few people, but was Raven when she came back and had kids, and then they all was
because
together.
That was the smartest way.
Because it is hard to do once you have something that's like, for us, a classic. It may not be to Oscars or whatever, but to us, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can leave it alone and keep it how it is because times have changed so much.
And that's what I was about to say too. One of the things people don't realize now, like when, how old are you? 36?
I'm 36.
Okay. So you up there to when you saw Coming to America. Can you remember when you saw Coming to America? Because I know I was like 12.
Yeah.
What people need to realize is that no movie ever dropped, and when you first saw the motherfucker, well, you got some people who think they know what classics are. Oh, this is a classic.
Yeah.
If I watch the first Coming to America right now, I couldn't guarantee you that shit will be a classic in my book.
You would not.
What determines a classic is the people who watching this shit. We all the old motherfuckers talking shit. They had them when in '88 when Coming to America dropped, and nobody cared about that Eddie. But the kids, the 10 and 11-year-olds that was watching that shit 100 times on the videotape, and 20 years later, that shit's still the shit. That's what determines the classic. Yeah. The kids coming up who just saw that shit and then they're watching that shit, looking up to them wearing those beautiful robes and shit, that could be a classic to them. You can't determine what's a classic now. This ain't our age. That movie it just came out. So we wouldn't be able to say that. We can give our opinions. Yeah. But it's just people are going to determine how long that movie lasts.
It's just rough to do a part 2, and it's definitely rough to do a part 2 after so long. And that's even in writing, because The Coldest Winter Ever just came out. Mm-hmm. And I haven't read that. I got it, but I haven't read it yet either.
I feel sorry for Sister Soul. They're going to hate it.
And I know. I've been hearing.
Trash.
No, they did. I mean, she's still a New York bestseller, but
like Eddie Murphy, best #1 movie in the world. Trash.
But the reviews that I read was crazy. But you got to think, even after The Coldest Winter Ever, she did Midnight, and she did other books that were not. Mm-hmm. So I kind of think too, when you wait for a certain period of time, mm-hmm. you're going to get different cultures. You're going to get different age groups. So when they said that it was something for the culture, I was just like, okay, because I wouldn't have went into it expecting it to be like as good. And I think our expectations is what really fucks us up, because we think we gonna go into it with the same mindset that we had. 7 billion people watch the movie and they were like, well, if it ain't my way, it's trash. It's like it's weird now. The cancel culture and just this gets one shot. This got to be like this. It's different these days. That's all it is. Make a movie, like you said, 30 years later, of course, it's hard. It's hard to do a sequel 2 years apart. So 30 years, I just think people were a little harder on the script than they should have been, because like I said, this was a gift from Eddie Murphy. I didn't say the movie was trash like people say, like it's too many comedians in it. I've never heard that. Like, the shit was still funny. They all did their job to me. But I don't know. We can talk about this forever. People got different opinions. That's how it's going to go. I do want to. Well, I have to watch it anyway. So
I'm surprised you didn't. Like, what are you waiting on? Anyway.
Life. Okay, got a lot of shit going on.
You got a lot of shit going on when you can't watch a
watch a movie
like that. You got a lot.
You want to know what too? When I watch a movie, I have to be, especially something like that, watch a movie or reading a book, I have to be in that mode to do that. Like
that's true too.
And that's just me. And it may be weird.
I got something funny.
It may be
right. I got a little something funny.
Something relaxing.
It may be weird to everybody else, but I do. Like,
smooth you on out.
You watch 8 movies. Call me like, nigga, I need some money.
Listen, I don't need.
Orange is Black out of one day.
I don't need that. I need some quiet time without a kid being in the house. So I need that's better than smoking. So I think for me, I said that was better than some quiet time, because I like to analyze things. And when I watch a movie, 9 times out of 10, I watch it twice. Like, I'll start over and watch it again. So I don't know. I'll watch it and I'll read the book too. And then if my opinion is just my opinion, even if somebody says something is bad or something is good, I'm still gonna watch it. Like
exactly.
You could tell me a spoiler on something, and I'm still gonna watch it. Or I'm still gonna read it. Like,
exactly, because you don't know their POV.
Right, because I don't know that, so I need it for myself. So I don't know. I'll watch it.
Okay. All right, so we gonna get past that, and did no fight break out. I thought when I said something about WandaVision, Robert was gonna attack me or something, but okay, we cool.
Did you watch WandaVision?
I watched the episode.
I don't understand it either, but it's
trash.
It's for the people that
you gotta
fucking trash.
You gotta watch it to
make believe.
If you're a comic book person, that's why you will watch it.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, I just want to say this before I forget. The Urban Absurdity merchandise site will be coming real soon. We're going to have everything on there, not just men's T-shirts. We got women's T-shirts, the little female cut, you know what I mean? If you booby, we're going to get some nice little shirts like that. We're going to have the tank tops. We're going to have some little modeling sessions where people show you how they look on people, men and women.
Are we doing gray sweatpants?
I told Tasha, look, we getting the model men in here. We getting the model women in here. I want to push the brand. I ain't no motherfucker only women. No. If you bring a nigga in here and they say that they want to see him model, that's who the fuck gonna be on the Urban Absurdity merch site, nigga. I am not a hater. Let's get this shit sold, and we hope y'all get some quality stuff and y'all like it.
Stimmies. Let's talk about stimmies.
I got that on my list.
Emmy.
Let's
I ain't got my stimmies. Speaking of stimmies.
Sometimes the stimmies stimulates me.
Everyone, enjoy your cash. Enjoy your cash and spend it the way you would like to spend it. You know, if you would like to buy yourself some new clothes, some furniture, if you really don't have any money and this is like really one of those things because you still don't have a job and those things and you got kids and you stressing out, definitely use it for that. I think people, but we need to stop telling people how to spend our money. Even me, I need to be like, I don't give a fuck what you do. Enjoy yourself. Because as long as you're not asking me for gas money from time to time, I shouldn't give a fuck.
Coon
shit. That's
shit.
The biggest thing.
I couldn't give a fuck.
Coon shit. You should give a fuck.
No.
You should give a fuck. You know why you should give a fuck?
Buy a shirt. Buy a shirt when
buy some merchandise.
Buy some merchandise.
Do right by that money because do right by that goddamn money. Do right by that goddamn money. Because this is the issue. Niggas don't start sweating till that money almost fucking gone. That's when you start sweating. But you're supposed to sweat way before that fucking time. And that's where we be going wrong at. Because we as people do that shit all the time. We be playing like we gonna go get them Jordans when they come out. But that line be long as fuck, don't it? That line be a little long.
I've never been in a Jordan line.
No, you ain't got to be in the Jordan line. You just got to watch it on Facebook.
Okay.
You just got to watch it on Facebook. That's all you got to do.
That's true. Somebody is posting
that line be long as fuck, or they selling tickets for people to go out there. And
so what are you trying to say?
At the function, all the niggas got on the same shoes. It's kind of crazy. It's like the stimulus shoes, right?
Yeah.
The stimulus check shoes.
It's a stimulus J.
So what are you trying to say? What should people do with their cash?
I'm not trying to tell people what to do with their cash, but if you know you're a person that gonna sweat a little later because the way you move money around, then you probably gonna have to put a little half of that up. That's all I'm saying. Put half of it up.
But people have to understand this too. Like I said, even me, when I had to check myself, we have to understand this too. If in my early 20s, right? If you would have fucking gave me this money, you giving me this money, they gave me a credit card and the nigga went crazy.
I know.
These are things. Sometimes we don't have schools that teach us to be financially smart.
That's where
I
come in at.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have schools that do that.
Put all of that shit up.
But okay, even saying that,
put all of it up.
But even saying that, when you say put half your money up, you know what? Your money still has to make money. So just putting your money up. Like when you think about how much a person makes.
That's the bare minimum, though. That's what I'm telling. I'm not telling them how to construct their whole money, how to save money, how to put a 2% tax.
And listen, and a financial
just
advisor.
Put half of it up.
And a financial advisor should be the one to tell you how to make your money make money, because you're always going to.
So
need
now
it.
They need a financial advisor off of the $1,400.
No, I don't mean like pay somebody. I mean like anybody who's good with money. It can mean anybody who's good with money.
You said financial advisor.
But what
that costs money.
This is what
it costs half of the $1,400.
If somebody is good at making money and I say, hey, tell me how you did it.
Yeah.
That don't mean I gotta fucking pay a motherfucker on how to do it. Like if I know this person makes, I'm not trying to say a person is rich or wealthy. I'm trying to say if a person is well off and they made money and I see that they are doing good with their money.
So when you get your stimulus check, you gonna go to that person and say, hey, what I'm gonna do with this $1,400?
I know how not to use my money to where.
No, I'm saying a person. Wait. Person.
I know how not to use it to where I'm still sweating, right? I know how to even working and still having money.
So
I know how to use it. Maybe not to be rich, but I know how to use it to where if something comes up and I'm like, okay, I know this is something I need to take care of. I may not want to spend my money on it to take care of it, but I know that I have it to take care of it. Yeah. But what I am saying is when we give this advice to people, we be like, save your money and do this and do that. But we got to understand, rich and wealthy people make their money make money. Mm-hmm. They just don't sit their money in a fucking bank account and just let it sit there and be like, this shit about to double up. They actually make their money make money. Now, I get what you're saying. Don't be out here splurging and then knowing that later on you're going to need it.
But for your money to make some money, you will have to save that motherfucker. You ain't going to be able to spend it. That's what a financial advisor will tell you first.
You definitely gonna have to save it first.
Save it first.
Yeah.
So the bare minimum is once you get that motherfucker, don't plan to spend it. Mm-hmm. Like try to save it. But I always say, because we be down for so long, spend half of that shit. I always say that. Spend half of your shit.
That's terrible advice.
It's gonna make you feel better.
Terrible advice.
Your mental is always first. It ain't gonna matter how much financial money you got or how good the money is. It ain't gonna fucking matter how many clothes you can buy or how many CDs or fucking you got.
Yeah.
Like if your mental is fucked up, it's fucked up. Some women will go without for their kids. They will go without their clothes. They will go out with their hair being done. Will go out without getting their nails done. And they doing that all to make sure that the kids come first. But when you get that check, Do some shit for yourself. Make your shit feel better. Like even if it's gotta get new
Don't
tires
listen to
for
Cortez. Don't listen to
get
Cortez.
some new tires for the car. If you feel like you need a new wig,
But
pay
that's
$350 on the wig.
But that's new tires for the car.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
That's a necessity now.
No, I'm saying like
It's
I'm
raining.
Yeah, you're going to need some new tires. If you need them tires, get you some tires. Make sure you budget. Yeah.
But you may not need them right now.
Yeah.
You know you're going to need them down the line.
You might stack them in the basement. Stack them in the basement. So until you get ready to put them on for next winter.
Get that shit
Cortez is confusing y'all. It got something to do with y'all personal specific situations. Do what's best for you, but try to save some money. And before you invest, because one thing about the trendiness of the internet is they share little trinkets, but they don't give you all the information. They got people thinking that you can buy a lot of stuff for $1,400. You can start this business. You get your LLCs and all that shit.
Right.
Look, I did a live video and I told a few people, but for the people who didn't see the live video, stop listening to the internet for y'all fucking advice, bro. Most people don't even know what the fuck LLC is. They actually think that's the business. They got y'all thinking that you can spend $160
and you got a business.
And you got a business. No. A LLC is meant to protect you from that business legally, financially. It's a limited liability company. If I start selling water, I got to start selling the water company first before I get the LLC. Right. You can get it first.
Right.
But you can't get on Facebook and brag about it because ain't no business on it. It's just an LLC. You can buy LLCs every day. Mm-hmm. But it ain't no business. Just start listening, man. People tell y'all, the latest trend, oh, man. And then I see the weirdest mindset people, oh, man, I was on Clubhouse. Oh, man, they some interesting tidbits over there. I was like, boy, y'all weird. Y'all go on fucking Clubhouse and praise rich people for saying the same shit your cousin just told y'all. Y'all fucking weird, bro. That's why you ain't gonna make it, because y'all don't listen. You just try to take information and run with it. Just see how fast you can get it to the internet. You had a 10-step course. As soon as you hit the first step, in here getting this money, this how I'm doing it.
Right.
Like, you motherfuckers ain't gonna never go nowhere with this trendy shit. Y'all don't even wait for the info. It was just about the post. Motherfuckers don't want no good credit and no motherfucking money. They want 160 likes and don't say nothing about it no more. Mm-hmm. That's how the fuck I think you weirdos is operating. Get mad at me if you want to.
No, I think that's the thing. Social media gives everybody a platform to say. I just say, just watch where you get your information from. Okay, just watch it. Do whatever, like you said. If you need to spend something on a necessity, do that. If you want to go ahead and take a little bit of that, since you don't do shit for yourself, or take a little bit of that and do some shit for yourself. Do some shit for yourself. It does help your mental. Your mental is when you feel better. You do better shit.
We didn't have that money. We didn't have that money when we all wanted to go down to Florida for the game. But you got some money now. Go down to Florida. Go down to Florida. Go to any Florida. Tampa, Florida. Orlando, Florida. Miami, Florida. Just go your ass to Florida.
Go to all of the Florida.
Go your ass to Florida and see if you don't feel right coming back home.
Shit, just not the part where they killing people and getting away with.
Ron, you was at Florida. How did you
Yeah.
feel coming back home, Ron?
I felt good.
Yeah.
I felt good.
Yeah, I remember that time.
I went when it was major down there.
Yeah.
It was hot.
But seriously, we're not going to.
Mitchell was right after that, wasn't he?
We're not gonna. It's not gonna happen again. I think this is the last.
It was this last trip that fucked me up. I gotta go back out of town now. Shit.
Damn.
Came back, man. Whole mental was fucked. I was broke. For a little bit.
Oh, shit. And then came back home. Mental just fucked you all the way up.
Man, that's another reason. Like, my girl, she don't understand my mindset. Like, I've been complaining about being broke since like December 29, 2020. So I had enough money for a few months. But I was broke.
But you was sweating.
If ain't nothing else, because it's like, shit, this might make it 2 months. Somebody could drop dead tomorrow. What are you going to do? Like, how you going to, you know what I mean? Like, I look at shit like that. I'm always 3 months ahead.
Damn, I got to be 3 months ahead.
You know what I mean? I'm broke now because, you know, if I ain't got a couple years worth of fucking bills and trips and all that shit, you broke.
Damn.
That's why I don't brag about it. You don't see me. I used to post. Nigga, until I realized I was broke, I thought nigga, what the fuck I'm gonna post this for?
But listen, you just said, and this is what I'm saying. Everything comes with growth. Everything comes with growth. When you start going through shit, and we have to understand that too. We had to learn our lessons in life. You know what I mean? It came to us. So
Yeah.
We'll do the same. We'll learn your lessons in life.
This was dope, man. I felt good. I felt good about this show.
This was a good show.
I like this show. I pray that y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Use the information.
Fuck with us. Like we
fuck
some
with us.
shit. Like, we just
watch out for the merch.
I got confused today. I don't even know when to tell people fucking the merch coming. We don't know when the show gonna drop. We gonna move it up. We gonna push it back. One of these days gonna be some merch stuff.
Just do it coming soon, like I've been doing for my album for 2 years. That shit coming soon. It's coming soon. This shit about to drop. So.
Cop the album will be on the website too. It will be on the website. See, y'all been waiting, so it's gonna be trash.
Ryan,
y'all been waiting.
Ryan, bro, you need to sell your original album, bro.
Hell no.
I found it. I just found it. I was cleaning up my I got out.
That's how you know she ain't listened to it. She was cleaning up and found it. Ain't this a bitch? That's why the table rocking.
No, I said this motherfucker good though. It held on strong. No, thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.